Hell yeah.
Yo, what's going on? If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, comment, like, share, dislike the video. Today we're gonna do a highball fade on one of my favorite clients. His name is Tiny. I've been cutting his hair for maybe 7-8 years now. And shout out to him because he usually drives about 3 hours to come and get a haircut from your boy. So we appreciate you. But we're gonna start using our all black Babeless FXs. Putting in my starting line. It's not necessarily my ball line, but it's my no guard line, and I take out the bottom afterwards. So we're gonna start with it, the no guard closed, and then we're gonna go halfway, and then we're gonna go all the way up, doing the same steps that I would do on a taper, neck taper, anything. My fade system usually stays the same. Once you find you a system that works for you, it pretty much goes across the board. Here we are, we got the guard, no guard, all the way open. And as you can see, there will be lines behind you, but that's when that lever work comes in. You opening it, close it, kind of knocking out them extra spots that you can get knocked out before you move on to your next system, to the next step in the system. Here we are now with the half guard. We're gonna go up just a little bit with the half guard, all the way closed. We'll do a halfway and then we'll open it all the way up. You always wanna make sure that once you find something that works for you, to kind of stick to that. You know, there's nothing wrong with trying new stuff when you see other people pointing things out. That's what I like to do. And I have picked up certain things from different people, especially when it comes to tapers, beard work and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with trying out to see if it works. But once you got you a system that works for you, I always want to, for the most part, you want to stick to that and make sure that you stick to that across the board. You don't want to change up too much, especially when you got your speed down, you got your time down. You want to keep that repetitions going. You get better at it, get quicker. You end up, you know, especially on a busy day, you don't want to hold up trying new stuff. So as you can see, this is a high ball fade. We are taking the, right here we have the 1.5 guard, knocking out some of that bulk at the top. And then I'll go back with my thinning shears. I'm trying to get out of using thinning shears so much, but I don't get a lot of practice with the shear work as I would want to. So I will take out my thinning shears just to get a blend in with the top of that hair. Just at the top of the hair. I'm trying to figure out what I want to say, but y'all get what I'm saying. I'm gonna get the blended shears and we're gonna get that fade, that hair on top to blend with the sides. And here I am, I'll take my FX blade, my FX trimmer. These are usually pretty sharp, so I'll do the bald part with these up to a small line. I'll leave that line in there just because some of my trimmers that's not so sharp, they won't put in a hard line afterwards. So I'll use my sharp ones first, put the bald line in, take the shavers, clean up under that, and then I'll take a trimmer that's not so sharp and just nudge at that line, so I won't end up putting in another guideline, maybe taking a fade up higher than what you want. So here I am with my FX3 shavers. These are one of my favorite shavers. I have been going back and forth with the calibers as well. The new caliber, the 340 or the 3 head shaver. But this FX, man, this FX3 has been one of my favorite shavers. I'm actually waiting on the black one to make its way to me right now. And as you can see, I got my Cocoa trimmers here. They're not as sharp. And I'm just going at that line that I left there. It's like an island. I left that island there and I'm gonna knock it out. and go back in with my clippers just to add some finishing touches to it before I move on to my next step. Try not to take the fade any higher. We're just hitting at that line right up under it, playing with the lever, opening and closing, making sure that you're getting at some of the dark spots that you might see. You want to also make sure that you are using your mirror, because your mirror will point out things that once you're looking at a blend for so long, it kind of gets blurry fade. It gets a little blurry, so you do want to look away, look at your mirror just to get another angle of the cut. And here we are on the other side and going around the back, just doing the same steps. No guard close, open it up halfway, all the way. Then you go into the next guard halfway, your half guard all the way closed, halfway, all the way open. One guard, same steps. Every time, like I said in the beginning of the video, once you find you a method that works for you, you want to try your best to stick to that method. That's going to help you get your times up. You'll hear people that say they don't know how they can make their haircuts quicker, get their haircuts faster. One way to help that is just finding a system. I won't say perfecting it, because there's no such thing as perfection. But once you make the most of that system that you have, then that's going to automatically help you get your speed up. Again, trying to get them angles right, man. We are working with this camera, working with this Gecko. I got it hanging from the mirror. Shout out to the few barbers that have gave me some tips of the YouTube world. So we getting there. And again, leaving that island of hair there, taking your shaver, hitting it right up under that. Getting everything as clean as possible if they can use the shaver. You also want to always make sure to question your clients. I've been cutting him for a while, so I know that he can use the shaver, but you do want to question some of your clients. Some people might have sensitive skin and it might not work the way that they want it to, which could leave bumps and stuff on the back of the head. You don't want those problems for sure, or you don't want your client to have those problems. And again, here, just taking my thinnest shears, helping that blend fade into it a little bit more. You could take a bigger guard to the side to help that blend in a little bit, but it doesn't lay down as smooth as the shears do, which is why I am practicing on doing the shear over comb and not just relying on the thinning shears. But as of right now, the thinning shears have been what has helped me with my blends. And right here, I'm just putting my razor, my lining spray on, just to help get some sharp lines. Again, trying to find my right angle to show some beard work. So we will see a little bit here. My arm will get in the way of a few steps, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get some better angles to show the full haircut, to show the steps of how I would go about getting a beard as crispy as the client would like the beard to be. As you can see, he's keeping his beard up high, and you want to make sure you face him to the mirror. Make sure that you can look at it at a different angle before you start going into the other side and going into the beard. You don't want one side lower than the other, one side higher. So you want to always make sure you're looking at it at different angles to make sure you're getting that right blend, that right line that you're looking for. And right here, I'm just going into the top. He's not wanting a lot off the top. I'm just taking a little bit off the top to kind of blend it in with the sides. He's starting to train his hair to go back. So that's why I kept combing it back. He kind of just usually wears it as however it lays under the hat. That's how I usually wear it. But I did try to take a little bit off the top to kind of start training it to comb backwards. We're not lining the front up on this. We're just lining up the sides, just putting something to it. In the front, I will just taking my trimmers against the grain, just cleaning up some excess hair on the side and going into the top, just kind of knock off the wild hairs to give it more of a uniform look. And that is pretty much the cut, and I appreciate everybody who have stayed through this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, comment, like, share, dislike the videos if you dislike the videos. We will be back with more tutorials, more reviews, more unboxings, and yeah, make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Peace.